end of the majority of the podcast. We got one more segment for you, and that segment is "Why You're Wrong" with Gregg Dietz.
All right, boys and girls. Let's get in here nice and tight. Okay, so in recent news, I know that Anthem is not. I hate that I'm that close to the camera. I know that Anthem is not that well loved right now. It's not in great shape. Boycotting the game for a day doesn't do anything. Because you'll be back tomorrow. And it's really only a handful of you that did it. So all you're showing the internet is you're a bunch of man children who can't handle a game being bad. Sorry, adjusting the thing. We've seen it from time and time again that people get angry at something and they go, "We're going to boycott it. We're going to boycott this game. We hope it fails." It doesn't do anything. You're a small group of people. You don't have that much influence and say. And eventually you're going to buy the game. And probably some of you secretly bought it, Or some of you bought it and you announced it. You're like, "I'm going to make sure it's bad for everybody." It doesn't help like you think it does. It doesn't have this effect of change like you think it does. It doesn't work. It never does work. It never will work. So why do it? Why go to the extent of claiming to boycott a game? Why do this? It doesn't make sense. I remember back in the day I'd heard the boycotting of Left 4 Dead 2. Because Left 4 Dead 1 was still out and it was still being played. We're not going to play Left 4 Dead 2 because we're still playing Left 4 Dead 1. What? That doesn't make any sense. Just don't buy Left 4 Dead 2. Or shut the fuck up and buy Left 4 Dead 2. If you enjoy the franchise so much, why not continue to play it? Also, you have to realize you are a small minority. You are a small, vocal minority. And what I mean by that is you are maybe 1%. Maybe. So to an extent, you're insignificant. You can't prove to me that boycotting a video game has ever worked. Because it won't. There are ways to get the changes that you want. There are ways to implement that. Boycotting ain't one of them. It never will be one of them. I can also tell you that, throwing death threats and screaming and yelling and throwing a fit, those don't help either. Those get you blocked and ignored. Now, constructive criticism. I want loot drops to be a little different. I don't really want to spend $60 on a game that is basically only updates. Is there anything in that game that will make me want to buy it for $60? Asking questions like that. Those are helpful. Those push the dialogue forward. The narrative outside of, we're just not going to buy it because fuck you. Don't do it. Don't play it. Don't play that. Don't play that game. And I mean that in the sense of like boycotting. That phrase doesn't really work when I'm talking about video games, I realize. Yeah, I just, every time it happens, every time I see like, these gamers on Reddit said they're going to boycott a game because they're angry at it, or they're going to boycott buying a game because they don't like the developer's stance on this thing. I mean, we just saw like the boycott of Captain Marvel. What good did that do? It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do any good. All you're doing is stressing out devs. You're stressing out hardworking people because you feel entitled. There's a streamer that I watch all the time. He streams every other day, kind of on Twitch, but his name is Pay Money Wubby. Now, Pay Money Wubby does have a more hard edge comedy style than other people, and it might not be for everybody. I don't recommend watching him if you have a sensitive sense of humor, but I don't think anyone listening to this podcast, if you're like me, you'll find him funny. But he had a whole thing on his Sunday show where was it Sunday or Friday? Anywho, he is that, hold on, what is that for, Valer? Just out of curiosity. Basically he had to cancel his stream. So he streams every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Those are the days he streams. And he does it from 5 to 9-ish. And he had to cancel his stream for personal reasons, right? And this group of guys, very small group of guys, went to Reddit and started saying they're going to boycott the stream and they're never going to watch him again because not streaming devalues their sub and all this kind of bullshit. And Wubby was like, first off, that's the most absurd thing I've ever fucking heard. Like, I do have a personal life. I'm not just your goddamn trained monkey that performs when you want me to. I'm a human that tries to do an entertaining show. Secondly, to claim that your sub, your $4.99 a month is going to make or break me is fucking absurd. And he points down at his subtotal, which is in the 10,000s area. I think at the time it was like 11,500. He goes, that right there speaks more volume than you guys on Reddit going off. So you don't like the show anymore because I missed a day? Bye. Go fuck yourself. I just felt like that was very eloquent to this situation. Their boycott won't matter. But it kind of got to Wubby a little bit because he's just like, fuck these guys. Like, I try to do an entertaining show. I have a personal life. You guys don't know me. You know me when I do this show, and I put on a facade, if you will, because that's what I do. That's the whole point of entertainment. This isn't the real me. You don't know the real me, and you're not gonna know the real me. I was just like, yeah. Same goes for video games. You don't know what these devs are going through. You don't know the hardships that they're fucking going through. You don't know what they went through when trying to make the game. None of you do. You think you do, but you don't. So have a little bit of fucking common courtesy. Understand that sometimes things just suck. And you just live on with your life. Move on. Because boycotting